Hello everyone and welcome back to another Farming and Friends video where today we are going to be taking a look at a very popular question people have been asking for the last few months about Farming and Friends because the developers haven't really said anything about this. I've gotten tons of comments about this too in every single one of my Farming and Friends video, and it sort of does affect every single player in this game. So you might be wondering, what is the question? You've probably asked it yourself. Where the heck are codes in the game? So before the massive update in January where they changed all of the UI to look better, you used to have the ability to actually redeem codes and get coins in the game. But now if you look around in the menus, you actually don't have anywhere to redeem the code. So you might be wondering, why the heck is that? And I think the bigger question is, can you even redeem codes still? And I mean, just to keep things short, no, you can't redeem codes anymore. But I might have some news that will make you happier. So looking at messages in their Discord server, there were some hints as to why it actually did get removed from the game. Some were saying that the code was just too complicated and they have to redo it for codes, so we could possibly be expecting codes to return in a future update. It is a bit bizarre though how the developers just haven't mentioned anything about it, or unless they did, I might have missed it. But it's been several months now since we've lost that feature. I also used to have my very own code in this game. I probably still do. I mean, it's probably still in the game files, but the only problem is that it just can't be redeemed anymore. So now that you know codes cannot be redeemed anymore as of making this video, which is like sometime in March, you might be wondering, what can I do now? Well, I mean, you can wait for like, I don't know, a few months until the next update. It really just depends whenever that does drop. But anywho, comment below what you think. Do you want to see codes return to the game? If so, when? I mean, I want to see them as soon as possible just because people are always asking about them. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and we're heading to the store for a very specific reason because it's an exciting day. You might be wondering, what the heck are we doing at the tractor store and looking at tractors? Well, we're getting a new tractor. So right now have the Klaus Xeron 5000. I don't know how you pronounce it. People have corrected me in the past, so if you want to correct me, feel free to. But we have this one. It cost Robux, but it was the first level 5 tractor, which is why I spent Robux on it. But it's not really that good anymore. So we're going to get a better tractor called the Challenger MT9 at 600,000 coins. If you look at the speed, it's a 2.3 out of 5. I don't know what that means. It's just, it's a very weird scale. But compared to the one I have, mine has like a 1.9 out of 5. So it's slower. So what we're going to do, we're going to buy this for 6,000 coins, or 600,000 coins. It's expensive. So we are going to go ahead and buy it. There we go. Let's see. Return to vehicle store. And we're just going to leave this tractor here out front. We don't really need it. I mean, we could do like a little side-by-side comparison, but this one is definitely a lot different. As you can see, it sort of has like this thing going on in the back. I don't know what it is, but it's like, I don't know. It looks different. But here we go. Here's the comparison. So, they're about the same height. This one has larger wheelbase, smaller wheels though, technically, I guess. I don't know. But this has 8 wheels. That has 4 wheels. That's pretty crazy looking. What else is different? I don't know. Oh, you have little beacon lights on the top. That's so interesting. Other than that, it looks pretty much the same. So let's go ahead and we're going to head over to customize this really quickly. I think if I don't know if I have to park my vehicle there or, no, I talked to the guy. They changed this recently. Here we go. We can go ahead. Let's find this. Oh yeah, this is the tractor. Okay, so what color do we want? We could go blue. We could go whatever this is, green maybe, red. Let's go blue. There we go. Confirm. How much is it going to charge? Oh, 60,000 coins to change the color. Bruh. That's fine. It's a one-time thing. Okay, there we go. So, we got ourselves a blue tractor. Unless I'm too colorblind to realize this is purple, but I think it's pretty blue. This pretty much doesn't really change anything, though. But one thing I absolutely disliked about that tractor I used to drive back there that I left at the store is that the headlights didn't work. So, when it turns nighttime, I mean, it's rainy right now, so it's probably hard to watch this video. But when it turns nighttime, we are going to go ahead, test out the headlights to see if they finally fix this on this tractor. Because it'll make my life a lot easier and I can farm in the dark because I'll actually be able to see. We can also go ahead and check in on our chickens. They are still here even though they don't have a fence. And they're starving, they've not died yet, and they have no food. But they're just hovering there, which is very interesting. It's very interesting behavior to see them just not even leaving my farm without a fence. Because usually they should. So while it rains, I figured we might as well just plow our fields so we can plant more corn later on. Because we have 3 whole pallets of corn. Also, people love to criticize how I plow my fields. I'm sorry, it's not that good. I try. But yeah, so I have 3 entire pallets of corn, and each pallet has 27 boxes of corn on it. And this is a small field, so we have to plant a ton of corn to actually, I don't know, use all that corn up. And the problem with corn, guys, is that it's one of the worst crops in the game. Yes, I can afford potatoes of millions of coins, but I have corn, and I don't want to just let it sit on my base, or farm technically. So we're going to plant the corn later. I don't know if we'll do it in this video, but I'm just waiting for the sun to set so I can test out my headlights. And this is what people mean when they say I'm very bad at plowing my fields. I mean, just look at this. I mean, I try to go in straight lines, but the problem is that I'm not very good at straight lines, apparently. But one noticeable difference about this tractor is that it is so much faster. I mean, even when it's pulling the plow, I mean, it does slow it down a bit. But the big difference is that it does go a bit faster than the other tractor I have. So I'm happy that I spent whatever I spent on this, 600,000 coins. It was worth it. And I suppose it's definitely still worth it to buy that tractor, the one that costs Robux, if you do have the Robux and you can't afford another level 5 tractor, just for the time being. But once you can actually afford this tractor, it will be better. Unless the headlights are broken on this, then I'll say don't buy it. Oh, and another thing I forgot people were complaining about in the comment section was how disorganized my farm is. Yes, I have equipment everywhere. I do acknowledge that. Like, all that. It's very just strewn about. I will get it organized eventually. It's just the problem is that, well, I don't like using garages, because they just, like, the equipment gets spawned in all the way in the back, and then you can't ever get it out without pulling out everything in front of it, so it just takes a lot of time, and I just prefer to put it on grass, because then there's more space. And the sun is finally beginning to set, so that means our headlights should automatically turn on any second now. Also, just ignore the open patches of uncultivated field. I will get them cultivated eventually. My process might be bad, but it works for me. And our headlights finally turned on automatically, and look at that, they work. I can actually see in front of me. Not that far of a distance, though. That's the only problem I'm noticing. But they work, they turn on, unlike the other tractor where you have like half a headlight. So yeah, I can it makes me happy that it's actually working. And I've asked the developers in the past about fixing the other tractor's headlight. It's been an issue for I think about a year, ever since the tractor got released, and they said it was something to do with the Roblox lighting. To be honest, I really don't think so. I think it's just something wrong with the light parts in the tractor itself. I don't know. I'm not the developer though, so I'll just take them for their word. But hey, that's just my 2 cents. So here is the tractor with the broken headlight, aka the tractor that costs Robux, and as you can see, this is what I mean when I say it is broken. You have half a headlight, and it flickers like that. You can't even see, and I think the headlights are like supposed to be here or something, but like, there's nothing there. Unless these, I doubt those are supposed to be headlights, because that's just like, I don't know. But, yeah, essentially, oh wait, I wonder... No, I was gonna say, I wonder if like the or I don't know, the exhaust pipe, or I don't know what it's called. I wonder if the exhaust pipe is blocking these lights, but at the same time, I think there's supposed to be headlights here that aren't there, so maybe the developers can fix this in a few months or whenever they choose to update the game next. I don't know. But that is pretty much it for today's video. I really just wanted to make it to answer the most common question I've seen being asked everywhere about this game, which is, again, where are codes? How do I redeem codes? And the answer to that, again, is that you can't redeem codes at the moment because it got removed as a feature in January. I don't know a concrete reason as to why, but I'm speculating, according to Discord messages I've seen, that they got removed from the game just because they have to rework the code behind the scenes so that it's easier to add code in the future. And I want to give credits to Surf for mentioning that. It's not 100% known why, but if the developers do want to clarify or just message me, I can always add that in my next video I make in this game. But that's it, everyone. Thank you for subscribing and watching today's video. I mean, if you didn't subscribe, that's fine. But thank you for watching. Thank you for 100,000 subscribers. And hey, I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.